The USA is reportedly in talks with Taiwan concerning the likelihood of collectively producing weapons. If the setup is ultimately agreed, the strategic partnership can provide means to extend U.S.-designed weapons production capability, speed up the arms transfer method, and permit Taiwan and also the U.S. to more robustly deter China. The primary choices being thought about by the Allies are either America providing Taiwan with the weapons and technology required to provide additional arms inland or producing the weapons within the U.S. soil by using the Taiwanese components. The U.S. military is already allowing its defense contractors to support Taiwan's defense business since long. For example, Taiwan's Hsiung FNG-2 and 2 anti-ship missiles are developed by the National Chung-Shan Institute of Science and Technology by using the American technologies. Whichever proposal is agreed by the Taipei and Washington, the result would be a resilient supply chain with greater output capacity. This would also address the American defense industry supply chain issues influenced by the weapons aid and donations for Ukraine since Russia attacked the country earlier this year. The Ukraine assistance has not only depleted the domestic weapon stocks but has also influenced the United States' capability to export arms to foreign customers including Taiwan. Presently, Taiwan is a customer of the American HIMARS and its guided M30 rockets which are set for delivery by 2027. Similarly, Taiwan is also expecting deliveries of Stingers and Harpoon anti-ship missiles by 2027 and 2028 respectively. However, the U.S. inventories of these weapons are already exhausted due to persistent supply of the weapons to Ukraine. The U.S. government has also not completed the delivery of at least 10 approved weapon systems worth $13 billion that Taiwan bought in July 2019. The Pentagon's arduous foreign military sales method, Ukraine war, and COVID-19 pandemic are the reasons of this huge backlog. Washington has proposed an amendment to the fiscal year 2023 National Defense Authorization Act that includes a $10 billion in military aid for Taiwan. The increased Taiwan defense package is proposed by Senate Armed Services Committee and consists of funding that provides foreign countries with the choice to use grants and loans to fetch U.S. military equipment. The Taiwan Policy Act is also advanced by the Senate Foreign Relations Committee last month, which is aimed toward bolstering diplomatic relations between USA and Taiwan. The question of the speed at which Taiwan would be ready to truly procure the arms it might purchase remains unanswered. To resolve this issue, NDAA did consider directing U.S. defense contractors to expedite and prioritize the producing of Taiwan's purchased weapons over the other countries presently awaiting their own orders. However, due to legal complexities, the proposal was not implemented. If Taiwan and USA can agree on joint weapon production, the issue of years-long FMS program deliveries can be addressed and fast weapon deliveries can be ensured. This is important as Taiwan might not have that time to spare. Last year, U.S. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Mark Milley said that China will have the capability it needs to invade Taiwan by 2027. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken also considers that China will begin pursuing reunification with Taiwan earlier than expected. This would coincide with the fact that China is able to acquire new weapons 5 times faster than the United States, enabling Beijing to invade Taiwan on a shortened timeline. Recently, the U.S. Chief of Naval Operations has also said that China's invasion of Taiwan could occur as early as by this year or the next. Co-producing weapons with Taiwan primarily means it might get the arms it wants quicker. It might even be helpful in making certain that its arms industry won't instantly dry up when Chinese intervention operation begins. The geographical realities of being an island in close proximity to China can further pose the resupply challenges. Unlike Ukraine having borders with NATO countries, Taiwan is instead enclosed by water and therefore is at risk of blockade. It means any external support during the armed conflict with China may not be that easy. Therefore, it is of key importance for the United States and Taiwan to ensure that local defense industry can withstand the requirement of weapons if Chinese blockade of the island is established. There is a huge quantity of worldwide commerce that passes through the Taiwan Strait. Taiwan itself is among the foremost impactful economic entities on planet and it provides up to 90% of the advanced semiconductors which are key for modern technological advancements. A war in this region can have devastating consequences for global economy. That is one amongst the key reasons why there's a worldwide agreement that there must be stability across the Taiwan Strait. Please support us by subscribing and sharing.